Yo, what's up, guys? So this one is called, well, let me do the disclaimer first. Parental advisory. Warning, graphic content. Some viewers may find the following content very disturbing. Let's go. Happy Saturday. What is this one about? It's about day jobs. Okay? Disgusting, right? How do you use that disgusting language around us, Jason? It's the dirtiest word in the industry. There's a lot of stigma around that, around having a day job. Am I correct? Yes, I am. And a lot of writers want to look down on you for that. Oh, you have a day job. You ain't shit. But now when you see the strike going on, I promise you there's a bunch of writers out there like, fuck, I wish I had a day job. And there's a lot of writers, by the way, that are going to have to get a day job now. I don't care what the fuck they say. Writers are generally not paid enough money, especially your first year, couple years staff writer. You don't have enough money to make 8 months is what some people are predicting. 5 to 8 months is the general prediction that I've heard from various people. And most writers don't have enough money to sustain that long. I'm sorry. Like, look at them. It's not my numbers, dude. It's the WGA's numbers. Most writers ain't making shit. All right. So I wouldn't look down on a fucking day job. Now these people are gonna have to go back to Starbucks, have to go back to like waiting tables, all that kind of shit, bartending, whatever the fuck else, Uber, whatever, Or some of them have that, in the corporate world, gonna be like, hey, I'm gonna start sending my resume back out, But here's the thing: some people could see this video as very, sort of negative, or others might see it as optimistic. I don't know what your point of view is, man. That's up to you. Okay, you control your own brain. Did you know that? Okay, you control your own perspective. So yeah, man, let's get into some shit. Where was I gonna go with this? Okay, so I had there's basically probably 4 parts to this video. I'm gonna try to touch on each little sector. I was having that talk with industry professionals, and they're like, yeah, man, like I think that's maybe the new fucking paradigm for the industry wide, for writers. Is maybe the new thing is writers are gonna have to adapt to being part-time mostly, and then the other takeaway that people were discussing is, I think this is maybe, a paradigm shift where they're trying to destroy the WGA, and I wouldn't put that past them. Like the WGA really has no leverage. If I was still manning the AMPTP's argument, I would be like, they don't have any leverage. Like, we can sit this out as long as we want to. And they're going to come crawl back to us for crumbs. And if we can break them down so much that we destroy the WJ, or even if we don't destroy it, we've made it so that the writers have lost all of their leverage, essentially. I would really think about that. If you're a writer trying to break in right now, you've never been signed, none of that shit, I would really think about that. I know a lot of older writers compare themselves to people like, here, let me finish that thought. I have so many fucking thoughts. I would really think about, like, am I already living the dream? Are you already living the dream? Do you have do you have like a good job? And I'm gonna get to a story about this at the end, but it makes more sense at the end. Click or fast forward if you don't want to hear what I say between that. I'm not trying to have viewership up. I don't care, dude. But if you're already living the dream, man, you might be. You might have a good job, good, nice house, whatever, family, whatever. And then you write on the side. There's nothing fucking wrong with that. Like, to me at this point, I think, dude, I would not want to be a full-time writer. No fucking way, dude. It's too volatile out there. It just is. Like, they don't know what the fuck they're doing or none of that shit. Like, no fucking way, dude. I'm not gonna put my life in their hands. What? I've already seen how fucking dumb they are, with the Gone Girl thing, dude. Let me hit on that real quick. So that was a win-lose, right? The Gone Girl deal, because it looks on paper, it looks like a win, 1.5 guaranteed. No, that wasn't a win. That deal was okay. Look, in hindsight, it was just okay. A good deal would have been $2 million. A great deal would have been 2.5. Looking back on it, I promise you. Okay, so no, I don't think it wasn't a win. It was like we barely got in to a reasonable deal. That's what I would call it, reasonable. And then what that shows me, here's the loss part, is that's a loss right there, because I'm like, fuck, I think we could have got more money, you know. And that, you know, if it goes to 2, then that's another $1 million. Okay, so I'm not going to go into all why I think that, but the other thing it showed me is, dude, I will never sell my shit for $1 million. Are you kidding me? Like, and you know that you know, I've spoken to so many writers at this point, and you ask them, what do you think your script is worth? What's the number one answer? $1 million. And then you say, why? And they're like, I don't know. You know, I'm like, what's your comps, dude? And they're like, nothing. You know, so you're like, no, like, you can't even explain why your script is worth $1 million just because you think it is. They're like, yeah, I guess. Like, isn't that what shit sells for? No, dude. Okay, so if you're the number one fucking, like I'm not trying to brag on them, I'm just saying, it was literally, factually, the number one IP in the world, and it was fucking difficult to sell that shit. So our shit's not gonna sell for that much, generally speaking. Okay, it might be, but the anomaly, you're not gonna be the anomaly. Okay, go buy some lottery tickets. But then come back down to earth and be like, I don't know, maybe my life is not so bad. Maybe it's not so bad. If I write here and there, maybe it's not so bad. I'll get to that. But here's what a lot of old people think. And yeah, I'm gonna use that word, because I'm old, so I can say the word old. A lot of old people think like, you know, I want to be Craig Mazin, man. You got to understand, Craig Mazin came in the fucking 90s, dude. Late 90s, I think. It was different back then. I have respect for Craig, you know, like, I'm not trying to put him down. I'm just saying, like, he came in at a different time. And it'd be interesting to ask him, Craig, do you think you could break in the same way? Or John, August, or whomever broke in the late 90s. Do you think you could break in the same way today? You know, I think if they're being honest, I think they would say, I don't think so. You know, and I know Craig hates fucking managers, and mostly so do I. But, you know, the days of getting an agent straight out of the gate and having the agent develop you, that's dead, dude. That's dead. Let's go to old people, right? That's where I'm going here. So I gotta hurry up. I'm already at 8 minutes. So here's an analogy. Picture a train station, right? And we're on the landing. And the old writers, you know, they walk up, they're like 40 plus. They walk up with their neatly packed suitcases because they've been planning this trip out and their itinerary, all this shit. You know, I'm an adult, and they're like this. Looking down the railroad tracks, you know, Hollywood or bust. It points the arrow that way. They're standing there and they're like, it seems to be late, doesn't it? And everybody else is like, yeah, it does, kind of. And then I walk up, I'm like, excuse me. What's one thing you noticed here? Anything? And they're like, I see a bunch of people, that's it. What is their ages? Okay? Guess. You see anybody here under like 35, 40? No, I don't. Exactly. You didn't know. You want to know why? Because they're on the train. The train is that way, dude. The train left. It already is around the bend. You're late, okay? You got to face that. What in the dickens are you talking about? Yeah. You know who's on that train? The kids, the youngsters, dude. They're not fucking waiting for the industry to give them the green light, dude. No fucking way. They're out there making movies and shit. Fuck that. Let's shoot something. Let's write. Let's shoot something. You know? And the old people are waiting for the fucking train to come, and they're standing in line. Be polite. Shh, be polite, everybody. Waiting in the fucking contest, and the service lines, this kind of shit. While the youngsters like, man, fuck this. Let's go out and shoot something, man. In the dark. Hey, cops, who gives a fuck? Get that shot. Let's go. Let me take it back, you know, edit this shit and put it out. Throw it on YouTube for free, dude. for free. And the older people are like, I need compensation for that. I don't want my stuff to get ripped off. And the kids are like, who gives a fuck? Like, if they rip it off, they'll show it to people. Like, what the fuck are you old people talking about? You know? And my homeboy Stan, shout out Stan, he was like, check out this young kid, and he's just banging out little horse shorts, and he's got millions of fucking views. And you know who's looking at him? Blumhouse. You know? I would not be surprised if this kid who's just banging shit out, putting it out there for fucking free, dude, on TikTok, man. I would not be surprised if he gets a deal. Once this shit, I would not be surprised if they're talking right now, off the record, bro. But still, we want to do something with you. That would not surprise me. You know, you get like that part's for old people. You got to step into the future, dude. Those days are dead, bro. The days of you get an agent and your agent like shoots you to superstardom, those days are fucking dead, dude. Agents ain't thinking like that anymore. Okay? Let's go here. So when the strike went down, I got two more things. When the strike went down, I think I can make it another 15. When the strike went down, I'm gonna speed my talking up. When the strike went down, I thought of my homeboy who was in my writer circle, right? And he is heavy in the WJ, meaning he's on the board, this kind of shit. And so I'm like, you know what? I haven't spoken to him in several years. I wonder what he's gotten produced at this point, because surely he's, And so I pull up his IMDb, which I don't use IMDb for anything except for that. And there's nothing there. I'm like, wait, what? He has 2 in development projects. I know what those projects are, because they're old. So I'm like, he never got anything produced. What the fuck? And I know who he's written for. I might get some of this wrong, but it's in this wheelhouse. I believe for Tom Cruise, he wrote something for. He wrote something for Ridley Scott. All people like that. Like 7 projects, I think. Something like that. I want to undercut him or whatever. But in play, where most artists would be like, yeah, man, that's my fucking dream, dude. Signed and all. That's how I met him at first, through CA. And he's a fantastic writer. And by the way, he's the only person ever to make me cry reading their script. The only person ever. He's a great writer. So I'm like, let me Google him. What the fuck? And I Google him, and he's no longer in the industry. He's a lawyer now, not even in LA. I'm like, what the fuck? I thought he was a lifer. No. He's split, dude. And he was on the board of WGA. I thought he'd be like one of the super hypes leading the whole fucking charge at this point. No, he's long gone, dude. He's a lawyer. And here's the other part. His father is an Oscar-winning screenwriter. Okay? In our lifetime, won an Oscar for Best Picture. Okay? I don't like that movie. I've seen it. I'll give you a hint here. It's a huge hint. There's a black lady and a white guy in it. Okay? That movie. All right? But he wrote another movie that I super fucking dig. Right? That one. That's what I'm talking about. But I'm going to reach out to him and be like, bro, like, why'd you split, dude? And I think he's, I don't want to speak for him, but I think he's going to say, and here's the thing there too, like, nepotism, that's why he got signed, because his father's the Oscar winner. No. It probably helped a little bit, but really the nepotism there is because his father, shredded all his shit. Like, his father's probably like, do you see this Oscar, dude? Reading his first scripts and shit. This is not even that. What you wrote there is not going to get you that. Not even fucking close. It won't even get you signed. So that goes right over there in the trash. Do it again. Another one. No, do it again. No, do it again. Do it again. And then, okay, finally it's getting better. Let me give you notes. Every fucking page. Dude, I can't even see my script. There's so many fucking notes. I know. Okay, I'm trying to help you. That's probably the conversations he's having with his father. That's what helped him become a really good writer. But he's long gone. But I think if I reach out to him now, I think he's gonna. I think I'm gonna say like, "Why'd you bounce, dude?" And I think he's gonna say, "Because look, you can be an amazing writer, and they won't fucking make your shit." And I'll speak for myself now. That's why I'm a part-time writer now. And I don't think there's nothing wrong with that, guys. Because here's the thing: is like I realize you can get your script to that level where you know it's fucking amazing, and they're telling you it's amazing. We're laying in the video, so I'll tell you, like when DeLuca said to me, if your name was Aaron Sorkin, you would make $1 million for this. And then when a huge producer tells you that, and they've also run a studio before, okay, you get it? You're gonna be like, I believe you on some level. And then it doesn't sell for that. And then you all this shit's just building up your perception of the industry, and you're like, this is bullshit, dude. I don't want to spend my whole life getting fucked over. All right, so I'm gonna go do something where it makes money, and sometimes I'll do shit. Let's go here. Sorry, I'm probably gonna go 20 minutes. I apologize for that, but let's go here now. So there, I saw this video on a writer who pre-strike, maybe I don't know, maybe did the video like a month or 2 months before the strike, and he's like, I quit my job. I'm quitting my job. I'm throwing all my chips in. I'm going full-time writer. I've saved 100,000 or 150,000, something like this. And I'm just like, bro, I hope you make it. But my first thought was, that's not enough time. He's gonna give himself a year to like make it. My first thought is, that's not enough time. That money's you're gonna burn through it, dude. And my first thought was like, why don't you invest that money? Like here's the thing. I'm not trying to shit on this guy. I hope he fucking makes it, but that's a terrible plan. I can't not say that to people who are thinking of doing this shit. It's a terrible fucking plan. And now you see with the strike, here's the other thing. He has a wife and kids. I mean, my God, you're risking your life savings to go after this thing. Why don't you fucking take that money and go make a fucking, like, if you want to do something super risky, go make a movie, dude. Less risky, go invest that. I'm not talking just to him. I'm speaking in general. I'm just using his story as an example. What the fuck? Here's the thing. Here's what I would say to that guy, just one-on-one, off the record. Like, I would say, dude, I've been in that position, and he's got I feel like he named his representation, and said like he has like a small movie coming out or something. No, like that's not the time to fucking quit your job, dude. And some people would think, well, he's got a big rep and he has a movie coming out, like it's guaranteed. No, it's not, dude. Like, if you have a small movie coming out, there's most 99.99% of the industry doesn't give a fuck. Okay, just because you have a movie coming out doesn't mean shit, dude. It doesn't. It has to be huge, or it has to be like make a big splash in some way, or they don't care. I know it seems fucking crazy, but they really don't. So, it's like, why not take whatever? You could do a movie for 20 grand, dude. Feature, 50 grand, whatever. And then thin out your budget and fucking make it work somehow. Now at least you have a movie. Now you call yourself a director. I'm just saying, guys, I wouldn't recommend that. And here's the other thing. I'll end with this. I think I'll go right at 20. I've been in that position where, I'm living off savings and all I'm doing is writing, and that's why I would write for 24 hours and 48 hours and 72 hours fucking straight, is because I saw the money going out and out and out, like 10 grand a month out, boom, boom. Every month, like 6 months in, I'm dropped, $60,000. I'm like, fucking what? And I see how slow the industry is, bro. It can take you like, you're working on something with someone, and even though they're big, and that's the other thing there too. if the bigger they are, the longer they fucking often take to get back to you. You're working with A-list producer, director, whatever. It take longer to get back to you because they got so much shit from you're not A-list, but they're dealing with producer, for example. They're dealing with A-list people. You're the last one that they're gonna service, So you're behind, like literally behind Aaron Sorkin. They're gonna read Aaron Sorkin first and get to that first, not you. Like, what the fuck? So, man, don't quit your fucking day job. That's what I would say. You might be living the dream right now, and this might be as far as you ever fucking go. Writing shit part-time. And there's nothing wrong with that. Best of luck, guys.